Okay, in this video, this is the big fun, this is the shoot part, and you will see this is really amazing. So you have here the shootings, and you have the add button to create a new shoot. Let's select the contact we want to use. So first, let's say this is Cecile, and we want to select the shoot type. So let's say I want to create a baby shoot. You can choose a start date. This is not mandatory. You can still create a shoot without a date. You can decide. So let's say we have a date. This is this one. Okay, and let's save the shoot. Now we are in a shoot record, a shoot page, and you can see that this is the date, the type, baby, the status. At the moment it's pending, but it can be confirmed, cancelled, and done, and so on. You have the location, you have the date, the contract. At the moment it's not signed, and you have the self-promotion. So is your client allowing you to publish the pictures on your website or social media account and so on? And you have the main contact. So this is the contact for this shoot. But if you want, of course, you can add other contacts. So let's say this is a wedding and you have the two people, you have the wife and the woman and the man. You can add both of them. So for example, they will both have to sign the contract. The very important screen in the shoot record is the price, so estimates and invoices. You have to select the price for this shoot at the moment, and you have three ways to do it. The first one is to select one of your price plans. So if you remember in the previous video, we created a few price plans. You can select one of them and say, okay, this is a shoot, this is 300 euros. My clients told it to me, I want to select this price. You can create an estimate if you want. So you can add here estimate, and you can say, okay, I want in my estimate to add, for example, this price, but also my client wants an album, and you want to add another option. Let's say test, the quantity and the price. Let's say it's 50 euros, and everything will be calculated for you automatically. You can change the title of the estimate, add a comment, everything you want. Then you can save it. And then you will see that you have an estimate, but it's still pending because the client didn't validate it. So of course you want to send it to your client so he can accept it. To do that, it's very easy. Everywhere in Fotostudio you will see actions button, and when you click on it, you have the send option here. You can click there. And Fotostudio will automatically ask you to send an email to this client, so with this title, but you can, as I said, you can change everything, so by default, or you can change only this email if you want. So this is the name, the date of the shoot, the amount of the estimate, and as I said, you have the link here. So here you will just click on the send button, the client will receive this email, and you will click on this link. I'm just going to copy paste it here. Okay, so now I clicked on the link and I'm in the client interface. So you remember, you can change the logo and your color here. And so this is a private space between you and your client, and you will be able to access all your documents here. So here we send it an estimate. You can see it, of course, and you can accept it. You just press here. So this is another way to fix the price of a shoot. This is with estimate. The third way to fix the price of a shoot, and our clients really love it, this is the ask the client to choose button. So if you click on this one, we will send an email to your client asking him to select the price plan he wants for this shoot. So this is the same kind of email. He will have this link and he will click on it. Okay, so the client clicked on our link, and you can see that now he's not on an estimate, but he's in the price page. So here he will be able to see all the price plans you have created for that kind of shoot. So here this is a baby shoot. We only display the prices we have created for that kind of shoot, and of course the options or products he can select. So the client has to select at least one plan, and he can or not add even more products and options. So let's say the client wants the price 2, so he select this plan, and then he wants to add this option, and we will automatically calculate the estimated total price here for this client, and then he can order it. Now Fotostudio will detect that this client data are not full, so to sign the contract we want to have the full address, for example, and if you remember, when I created the contact I only added the first name and the last name. So Fotostudio will ask this client to complete all the details. So he can put a phone number, a street, a postcode, and a town or city. Okay, then it's validate, And now the client will be redirected automatically to the contract. So please sign the contract below to confirm the shoot. And of course, this is your contract. So this one is the template we created for you. You can customize it or add your own if you want. And we have between you, the photographer, all your details here, and the client, all the details of the client. You can see that the variables have been replaced by real data. We have the shoot type, we have the date, the location, we didn't add it, but it will show it, it will display here. And then we have the total price, the deposit, and the balance. So this is a classic plan here. We selected 30% deposit, but as I said in an earlier video, you can easily customize this. Okay, and of course we have the description with everything that was selected by the client. Then your client can see all the terms. He can of course read it or not, but he has to sign. And before he can sign, he can decide if he authorizes you to use the pictures for your own promotion. So can you use the pictures to publish them on your website, social media, and so on? If you don't like this, you can simply remove it. You can create a specific contract only for image rights, and you can send them to your client, or you can create a survey. If you add a survey to this contract, the client will have to fill a survey before he can sign a contract. So for example, in this survey, you will be able to ask questions like, do you accept for me to publish your pictures? If yes, on my website, in my social account, yes or no? Can I publish your children, yes or no? And so on. So you can really do what you want. Fotostudio is easily customizable for your needs. Then the client will have to sign. You do the signature here. It works very well on PCs, smartphones, and everything. And then he can just sign. And finally, the last step, of course, is the deposit invoice. So here, at the moment, I didn't use Stripe or PayPal to accept online payments in Fotostudio for this test account, I mean. But if you do it, and it's very easy, and I will show you how later, your client will be able to pay this deposit invoice directly from here with credit card, by PayPal, or so on. Or you can just add here some details to how to pay it. For example, you can pay by wire transfer or by cash or everything you want. So that's it. You have your invoice, and here you saw one of the biggest benefits of Fotostudio is that we will take your client step by step to book a session with you. It's very easy for him and for you, because of course you will receive an email and maybe you will be sleeping when your client did everything. Okay, so now if I come back to my shoot page and refresh it, you will see different things. So first one, we have an estimate here with the price the client selected, and we have a deposit invoice. And on the left, you can see the price has been fixed, the contract has been signed, and your client allowed you to use the pictures for your own promotion. So that's already a lot, but now let's say, okay, you didn't receive the money online because the client didn't pay online, but you get the money by wire transfer, for example. You want to add this payment on Fotostudio, so you know that this invoice, for example, is paid. You have the action button here, just right to the invoice, just next to the invoice, sorry, and you can push on add payment. If I do this, I can select the kind of payment. Let's say this is a bank transfer. I can select the amount, the date. I can add a comment and so on. I can send a thank you email to the client if I want. So if you check this box, the client will receive an email from you automatically, and I can add my payment. And you see, I do this, and the invoice is now marked as paid. I have here the contracts. You have the contracts here. It's signed. You have self-promotion. You can add more contracts if you want. Let's say you want a specific contract for image rights. You can add it there, send it to your client, and he will be able to sign it online too. Here you have the surveys tab. I will show it to you later. It's very easy. You can simply send surveys to your client, and they will be able to fill it online like everything else. And finally, you have the schedule here. Basically, it's very useful for just to add notes to this shoot, or for a wedding, you can create a timeline. So you can add all the locations you have to go at different times and add the notes, and then you can set the planning to your client. Or of course, you can print it to have it in your pockets the day of the wedding, or you can consult it directly from our mobile application. Okay, so that's it for the shoots. And of course, you have the shoot screen here with all the shoots. You can filter by date and so on. You can change the type of every shoot, and you can filter here also by types. Okay. I forgot to tell you that when someone signs a contract or pay the deposit, the shoot will be set as confirmed automatically. You can select in the settings of the shoot type if you want add signature or add payment, and then you can select easily here. Of course, you have the calendar. This is another way to see all your shoots and to see also the birth dates, the appointments, and so on. And you can also filter everything here. You can import a calendar from Google or from an ICS file or everything, and you can easily sync your calendar with Google and Apple. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you.